It's 12:01 on the oil stream. Thank you very much for being here. Connor Unger coming up on EST Afternoons from 1 until 3 today. The Reed Wilkins Show from 3 until 6. Let's start here. The oil stream is brought to you by Boston Pizza, where it is Pasta Tuesday every single day in the month of January. Tommy, you were at Clairview BP's last night for Oil Stream GCL Diesel pre- and post-game show.
Yes.
And good turnout, good time?
Awesome
Did you
turnout.
Did you have the pasta?
No, I wasn't super hungry. First of all, Nathan over at Pasta
Pantry, that lunch yesterday was unreal.
It was so good. And then Belzy just ordered a few appies. So we had the Bandera bread, cactus cuts, and some hot wings.
Okay.
And then, so I just kind of nibbled at that. I was still kind of feeling it, this illness. But today, I think we're getting close to being over the hump. The voice is still scratchy and everything. But
I was going to say, the voice still sounds a little bit off. But
and the nose is running and all that. And we're getting there, though. We're getting there. And then Twitter Mary brought me, like, this homemade chicken soup with this, like, she told me about the Spanish spices that were in there. And I let Hernan smell it, and he goes, oh, yeah, that's strong stuff. I had some when I got home. I had some earlier today. It's very potent.
Yeah.
And then my mom also, she's like, I brought you care package.
That's nice.
Eva G is the best. And
did it involve her broken dog?
She brought the broken dog up because she watched the show the other day. And she's like, what the hell? You got me the broken one? I could have had a nice one like Leon. I was like, yeah. You could thank your youngest son for that. And anyway, so she brought some soup too and a bunch of Neocitrin. I had that yesterday.
Neocitrin. I was telling Rashog to have the Neocitrin.
It knocked me out.
Yeah, Neocitrin.
I think I fell asleep at like 10:45.
Really?
Usually it takes me till like midnight, 1 o'clock.
Tired boy.
Knocked me right out.
Yeah.
And I slept well.
All right, so that was a good night at BP's.
Awesome time.
And it's a great day at Popeyes today. Just do this Popeye spicy headlines here. Let me. I'll take care of that, Nancy.
You're a hungry boy.
Well, I mean, there's so much to discuss here. It's a glorious time to be Dusty. There's no doubt about that, and I guess apparently the rest of the office as well.
Come on, we're not going to leave everyone hanging.
Popeye spicy headlines. If you missed it, we made the bet. If Kapanen stayed on Draisaitl's line for the last 4 games here, the boys would buy me Popeyes for lunch. So they have paid up. I've got the classic chicken sandwich, spicy, it's delicious. I went with the mashed potatoes and Cajun gravy. Black and ranch sauce. This is exactly what I ordered, boys. This is phenomenal.
Right.
A big soda. I don't think I'll drink that much soda, but thank you. And then a bunch of the nuggets. You had one, eh?
Yeah,
feel
delicious.
free to earn and let me know if you want one. What'd you guys have when you got Popeyes? What'd you get?
Go ahead, Erna.
Well, we got 8 of the $4 chicken sandwiches. Then we got like 4 wraps to share with the office.
Yep.
So everybody won.
So you guys are feeling pretty good about that then, hey? Like, we're pretty happy about
We're
that.
happy to feed the crew.
Yeah.
That's probably the most important thing. We're not happy to lose to you in this bet. Good on
that's okay,
Kasperi Kapanen for sticking around on the top line or second line.
Well, here's the real question, boys. Like, have they found a right winger for Leon Draisaitl?
No.
You guys still have, I bet you stays with him for 4 more games.
Temporarily.
Double or nothing? He might. He's playing well. Give him credit.
Like
But
we were. I think I said to you today, Nanzo. Dan, that spicy chicken sandwich is still spicy. Like
It's good. Very good.
Like it's this whole Kapanen with Leon thing, and he's been playing pretty well. Does he look better because the bottom 6 is so meh, or does he look pretty good because we forgot that maybe he is pretty good?
He can be.
Like what's happening right now? I guess is
I
what
think
I'm
he's
asking.
playing a little over his head.
Yeah, he's playing well.
I truly do.
So he's just playing like his peak abilities right now.
Yeah,
type of thing.
yeah.
It's been a pleasant surprise.
He's a good player. He's an NHLer, but I just don't think it's sustainable in terms of production.
History would suggest that is the case.
Because
Yeah.
he skates well, he gets in on the forecheck. That stuff's not
He's physical,
go
right?
away.
He gets in on the forecheck. Like.
But I think the production's going to slow down here, and then maybe Knobloch will screw around with the lineups.
But what would he do? That's still
There's
a thing.
not a lot
That's
of
what
options.
I talked about when I made the bet. Right? It's either going to be Savoy or Rosovic. And don't think, like...
They shouldn't be playing Howard less than 7 minutes a night after everything he did when he got sent down to the AHL. Belzy talked about it quite a bit last night on the post-game show, and then a little bit on the hangout too. There's a reluctance there, or maybe a lack of trust from the coach to the young player.
Yeah.
But he's more than a 6 minute and 56-second guy.
Yeah. And do you guys think he's the guy who comes out next game to get Lazar back in there?
Probably. I mean, for the life of me, I don't know why Frederick continues to. Again, he played 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Lazar's better at this point.
Oh, Lazar, we'll get to Lazar in a little bit with the numbers game. But, Tommy, do you guys think Lazar was only out because of his father's trip and they wanted everybody to play?
See, I don't know about that. Like, I understand the sentiment and, like, you want to make sure every dad gets to see his kid play. But listen, this is the National Hockey League. Sorry. Like, this isn't, we're not here to make you feel good.
Nice guy. This is a Stanley Cup
No, but why
team.
else would Lazar come out?
I don't know.
Not because of the way he plays.
I don't. I
But
maybe
he had
fresh legs.
He had 4 shots the last
He's
game.
more effective than Mangiapane and Trent Frederick and Matthias Janmark. Sorry, he is.
Yeah, no, I mean, you're not going to get an argument from me.
You know, and
So I think there was no other reason to take him out.
I know.
Outside of it's the dad trip, we want everybody to play. But even if you're going to do that, Mangiapane had already played a game, hadn't he?
Yeah,
Correct. And
So then why is he not the guy who comes out?
that was the big question I had last night. I don't understand. Like, you get him back in, you want to keep him up to speed and sharp for when you're able to move him on. If you're able to move him on, although there have been people calling on him and teams calling on him, but that's the guy I just would have said, take him out, put Howard in, and away we go. Like,
Yeah.
Frederick is going to continue to play because of the contract. They're going to continue to give him opportunity because
You're probably right.
They need it to work out.
But it's a waste of time.
It is.
Like, you're just wasting time. Like, to me, it's either Howard plays with Roslovic and Savoy on the third line, or you send him back down. Right? Because he's not going to play in the top 6.
Right.
So it's either play him with Roslovic or get him out of here. You can see in his, like last night, he wasn't good. He had 7 shifts. He had 3 turnovers. One of them kind of led to a goal.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it was you, Nan. So we were talking over there with Reed before. Like, what are you expecting him to do when he's playing with Matthias Janmark and Trent Frederick?
What is he supposed to do?
He's an offensive guy.
Yeah. Create offense.
Those guys are not getting you the puck.
Yeah, in that situation, he has to create offense by himself in 6 minutes because Matthias Janmark is doing nothing offensively and Frederick is absolutely useless offensively. Like, he's playing with guys who've combined for 5 goals for the Oilers in the last year and a half.
Yeah. Fact. I have no counter. I have no rationale.
Down, call up Max Jones.
Yes.
And then those 4 guys
And I'd still play
rotate.
Jones ahead of Mangiapane and Frederick.
Yeah. Rotate those
Put
4
him
guys.
with Lazar, and if you want Janmark in the lineup, I guess that's where Janmark plays too.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I think if you're Howard, you got to be frustrated. You also have to understand that, like, you're on your way up, and there's going to be these ups and downs in the lineups. But I don't know. I think that's tough.
It's a bit silly.
What about Hampton Steve says, reading between the lines of what Stoff was saying yesterday, Mangiapane remained in the lineup yesterday because some team wanted to see him play again. That's the only reason I can think why Lazar came out instead of Mangiapane. I mean, if you're going to trade Mangiapane based on current viewings, you're screwed.
No, every GM knows Mangiapane is.
Yeah.
They don't need to see him against Nashville to make the final decision.
I don't think so.
Because if anything, that hurt him.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
He took that stupid penalty, though.
Congratulations. Nobody wants him now. Doesn't make any sense. Hey, I want to quickly get to this just because of who sent it and what it could possibly be or not be.
Okay. What is this?
Well, you work with Coob every day. Coob messaged me and said, hey, check your email. He sent me a song called Cappy's Anthem, which apparently is about you guys losing the bet with this Kapanen thing.
Should we?
So is my computer turned on over there, Nancel?
Yes.
Okay. Let's
hear it.
Let's hear this thing.
Well, I can't hear.
Hernan and Tommy were wrong. Kapanen clearly belongs. That thin plays so damn strong. That's why he deserves it strong. I just be Popeyes. As this more the stake that Cappy is on.
No. I think it's a pretty it's funny.
Yeah.
It's funny. I think I think his song creator isn't as strong as the one I use in the morning. Like I think it was messing with some of like the pronunciations and stuff. But it's funny.
The first
It's
line
funny.
was a killer.
The
That's
first
a
line
dagger.
was a killer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hernan and Tommy.
Yeah,
were
I think he
wrong.
nailed the first line. That's
Yeah,
true.
sure.
Like it starts very well.
Hernan and Tommy were wrong.
Yep.
That Bannon clearly belongs. That Finn plays so damn strong. That's why he deserves it strong.
There you go. That's Cappy anthem from Ice Cube.
Good job, Coop.
I thought Coop was just messaging you for a nugget.
Oh no, but Coop, if you want a nugget, you can come get one, buddy. We've got
He's gonna be here in 2
we've got a
seconds.
lot here. That was good. Thanks, Nan. So Hernan will be back with Gager in some sort of capacity. The fact that he didn't message you back makes me think he's gonna be walking up those stairs.
Ah, yes.
What do you think? Everybody loves you, Nan. So everybody loves you. All right, Tom. We got lots to get to.
Yes.
Thank you for paying up on the bet.
No problem.
And I'm sure there'll be other bets in the future.
There will be.
As well. All right. As for this game last night, man, the Oilers played blank. Like, how do you think they played?
Sloppy. I think sloppy.
Yeah,
See
I
the look?
thought both.
Get that.
Well, here, come here, Coop. It was a decent song. You can have a nugget. There you go. No, I've already bit that one, Coop. Jeez.
Oh,
Now you touched
God.
one that I already partially bit. That's a waste now. Jeez. Okay, pick one that I haven't
He's
already
gonna
had
eat
a bite
that
of.
too. He'll eat that.
There you go. If you eat that other one, man, that's gross.
He's gonna eat it.
I thought both teams were kind of sloppy.
Absolutely.
Right? Like it was just a sloppy game in general.
I thought the Nashville Predators played with a certain determination. Like they didn't want to have a repeat of what happened to them when they were here. A week ago?
Some added fire.
I thought they
that's
played.
a good point.
Now, are they as talented overall as the Oilers? Not quite. They have not. They've been playing better, and maybe they had that to lean on. That they're better play, better results lately. And the Oilers were going into their house on a back-to-back situation, and I just felt that there was some jam to Nashville's game, but it's not like the game wasn't there for the Oilers to take, and they had, as Chris Knobloch talked about yesterday, and a bunch of the players post-game, self-inflicted wounds. Zach Hyman alluded to that quite a bit, and bad turnovers, poor decision-making, costly penalties, like
Refusal
lack of
to
discipline.
engage with somebody in front of your own net.
That they've done that all year, and
But it's Bush again.
buddy,
I just don't know. We're talking about the second goal,
yeah.
right? Like the first goal.
Wallman backed off on the first one. You can't
Yeah,
let Steven
like, yeah.
Stamkos.
So
sit there.
Stamkos is right there. I'm not going to blame Jari for having Stamkos point blank all alone 10 feet in front of him. Now,
He's only got 602 goals. or something.
and he's been playing well lately.
Yes.
Oh, I thought he picked a corner at first. It did kind of go through Jari a little bit, but still, I mean, you can't leave that guy in that spot. Simply can't happen. No. The second goal, it's another where like there's a predator in front of the net, or even just we've used this example so many times. It might be what actually drives me craziest about Push. He's in front of the net with a Nashville Predator. The shot comes, he gets out of the way of it.
Yes.
And then leaves the man wide open to bang in the rebound.
Yes.
Like, at no point, like imagine going to the net in the National Hockey League and the only price you have to pay is Bouchard standing a foot and a half away from you.
He's going to
Like
back off.
that has to, I get it, it's not in your DNA, but you got to engage a little bit there. And then the third one slips off Howard's stick, gets thrown across.
Yep.
Shot through traffic. I mean, what are you going to do?
Yeah, you
But-
got a bunch of guys in front of.
Yeah.
And then the jump. I can't remember which Pred it was that jumped in front. That's tough too.
Yeah.
When you're jarring
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
And it was a
it was
blast
tough.
from Yossi too. I don't comprehend the backing off on shots. And I think the immediate answer to that is, well, you want your goalie to see it. Yeah.
Well, why can't you
But-
engage and push the guy over and clear the lane, but still have your man
I'm watching it again right
Right?
here. Why aren't you on
completely out of the way?
Why aren't you on the right side of the puck?
Yeah.
He's not. Like okay, here's the point shot. I'm watching it here. Just a snapper on net. Jari doesn't get it. Holla, uncontested, is sitting there. Bouchard is Dusty. He's like flinching on this. He's flinching. He takes his hand off his stick and he flinches. That's not good.
Yeah.
Not good. And he's done it a bunch of times. And ironically, it comes in the middle of a 5-day section where twice Chris Knobloch has gone out of his way to praise Evan Bouchard's defensive abilities and to tell everybody that guys like us who knock his defensive play are not right. And then how does the player reward his coach? By showing him exactly what we were saying.
Yeah, I just don't know how the plan can be when there's a shot coming from the point
And you
jump out of the way and leave the guy wide open. Like that's...
I know Evan Bouchard is not Jason Strudwick and doesn't have that meanness and that sneer to his game. Not that Struddy was overly angry, but when he got mad, he was tough. They're roughly the same size. They're both big, tall guys. But Struddy used to do this thing where he would push the opposition player
into the puck.
Into the puck. So you're not blocking it. You're making the other guy block his own player's shot. I don't know, man. Like, I'm not asking Evan Bouchard to do that, but to simply give up the lane, the shooting lane, and then the first crack at the rebound is unacceptable. And this is why he's not on Team Canada, you guys, because he does crap like that.
Yeah, we get it. He's ridiculous at times with the puck and offensively. Like,
Elite.
But those types
best.
of things, you're like, Boosh.
Yes.
Just pick that guy up, tie up his stick.
Yep.
Too easy of goal. Too easy of goal.
Dusty, if he tied up Hollis' stick, there's no goal.
There's no
there.
goal. None.
He doesn't get that
All
rebound.
right. So a couple guys returned to the lineup. We're going to get to the whole overtime thing here in a second. But a couple of guys, we're going to get to the goalie thing in a second as well. If you are listening right now, you can text us 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999. And then over on YouTube as well. Hammer the thumbs up for us if you're watching on YouTube today. It's Nielson and Gazzola. It is the oil stream brought to you by Boston Pizza, where it is past a Tuesday every day in the month of January. Let's start with Tristan Jarry. What do you think of Jarry last night?
Not bad. He made some great saves, especially in the third period.
Third period, he was big.
And I know there was concern, are they bringing him back too early? Let him rest until the Olympic break and all that stuff. I understand that rationale, but if his body is healed and he is good to go, he's your best, most talented
He's always going to want to play. So he can say, hey, I'm pretty healthy. No, I don't. Like, play me.
Play me. I'm your guy. I'm your guy. Let me get into a groove, and maybe he gets on a heater. So I get it. Again, a couple of those goals, like where his defense just leaves him, I'm not blaming him.
Yeah.
No.
I thought part of me low-key thinks he got them the point last night.
He made some excellent saves
he made in the third period.
Kicking out the pad a couple of times, and just solid. I'll say this. Like, I still think Stu Skinner is going to be Devin Dubnyk 2.0. He's on a nice little tear right now. Both Jarry and Skinner needed a new start to refresh somewhere, right? And Jarry's getting that, and he wants to hit it with the ground, hit the ground running, all that stuff. Stay healthy, play well. Games. And Skinner's starting to do that now. And then now Ingram also fresh start here in Edmonton, which is great. What do we do with Calvin Pickard? We'll get to that. But I thought he played decently, and then didn't get some help, and then in OT got put into a tough situation where he had to make a choice, commit, not commit, committed, didn't get a good stick on the puck, and then ended up in the back of the net. With Bouchard trying to play goalie, by the way.
Would have been huge if he could have blocked that.
He tried to. Yeah. I give him credit for that.
Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, he was there. He was in the lane.
Tried to kick save it, but
yeah, got by him.
Yes.
Got by him.
Yep.
All right, and Wallman. What do you think of Wallman?
Not bad. Made some good plays.
Played about 17 minutes.
Yep. And this defense automatically is bolstered with his presence and him being there. I'm glad he's healthy because it took almost 2 months. Let him get, again, kind of like when he came back the first time this season. Good returns early on, and then there was some dips in his game, and hopefully he can mitigate that a little bit. But this keeps Regula out of the lineup as much. I think Emberson has quietly gone about his game in a nice way. Guys can slot in where they should be playing. Stasny could play in that third pair and be comfortable. So this was good. Not perfect, obviously. The first goal being the prime example of that, where he also backed off and tried to play goalie alongside Jarry. With Stamkos 10 to 12 feet from the net, uncontested. Guy with 600-plus goals just buries one. Yes, posting in and all that.
Yeah.
But I just think it's reassuring that Wallman's back. Hopefully he can stay healthy. It bolsters the defense a little bit. hopefully he can get to a groove and start playing the way he did when he came to this team late in the season, where people are like, damn, this guy's a bit of a revelation. So hopefully he stays healthy, knock on wood. And I know that's a big ask because he tends to get hurt.
I think it bolsters the defense so much because it just means like you're going from Regula to Wallman. And
Yeah.
you know, like I'm pretty out on Regula right now.
NHLer.
NHLer to me a 7 at best.
Yeah.
So it's NHLer making $7 million to sorry, I'm just rewatching this overtime goal. Somebody texted in this morning to the Nielson show and said, Did you notice it looked like Jari sort of got tweaked a bit when he was trying to stretch back to stop the overtime winner? So I was just trying to see, like, I've watched 4 different views, and let me see this angle. Like there's a pretty tight angle there. Bush did kick out the left leg, but Jari's sort of like, I don't know. We'll see, but I don't know if there's a better view. But I just watched the goal 5 times.
Do you have concern?
Can I don't know. I need a little bit of a longer look at.
I'm watching it here too.
Are you just watching on NHL.com?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So he
The chip.
and then he has to push back. He tries to stretch out, and then you'll see him slide beneath the goal line with like his legs sort of spread, and he sort of sits there for a second. But that could just be somebody else said it.
Might be just disappointed. He
Maybe
flubbed up.
But we need like 4 more seconds.
Yeah,
to see how he gets up there. But that's it. Look, this can be something that's going to be monitored the rest of the way with the goaltending conversation. So we might as well get into it. Let's see. Let's make. We got a couple of things we can get to for the numbers game for Play Alberta. So let's dive into that right now. There's 3 things I guess we can get to. Play Alberta, title sponsor of everything we do here at Edmonton Sports Talk. Download the Play Alberta app today, or go to playalberta.ca every day to hop in with what we're cooking up. We've got should be a bunch of plays up now, and then a few more still to come as well. What do we got here so far? All right, we've got the NFL partner parlay from yesterday: Texans plus 3.5, Bears plus 4.5. That one will stay up until the 18th.
Sprinkled it.
We got the Sabres and Kings and Kraken all to win tonight plus 730.
Wow.
We've got and then Huss and I did Sabres and Sens and Golden Knights to win tonight plus 582.
It's not bad.
And then myself and my buddy Jordy, we put together a partner parlay: Bills to win, Rams to win, Texans plus 3.5, and the Seahawks to win. So we do that when he's in chemo. And
okay.
Today was his final chemo treatment, and it looks like he's overcome stage 4 colon
Excellent.
cancer. So well done, Jordy.
That's the wuss?
And that's Riley. Riley's the
Riley's
wuss. This
wuss,
is
yeah.
Vis,
Yes,
Jordy
sorry.
and Vis. Yeah, so
Good job, Vis.
Yeah, today was his final. This is, I think it's like his 11th. He had like 7 or 8 treatments pre-surgery, had a massive surgery.
Okay.
And now has had 3, and then his doctor's just like, we just need to see it once every 4 months now.
Oh, wow.
So,
good job, Vis.
Imagine being that guy right now.
Good
How
job,
pumped are
Vis.
you? So we put that together today while he was he texted me, he's sitting in like the chemo chair. He's like, let's put some plays together.
Yes,
so
good job.
that one's up. Dusty and Jordy's parlay. It's like a feel-good parlay, plus 690 if you want to roll with us on that one this weekend.
There's some big numbers up here. I know
there is, yeah.
I hit on Jay's play of the day yesterday.
That's the power play point
Yes.
parlay, yeah.
Yeah,
was
that
good.
hit right away. And your friends all have funny nicknames. Boom.
The wuss.
The wuss. Vis. Yeah. You've got funny nicknames.
Oh, he got to ring the bell today.
That's a huge accomplishment. Good job, Vis. We're rooting for you. I'll put a little sprinkle on that with you. For Jordy's partner parlay.
That's a good one.
Some big numbers there.
Yeah, and then we still got a few other ones coming. Like the score rate, let's do it, is usually over 5.
Yep.
Use your game sense, obviously, when you're doing you're playing at Play Alberta. But sprinkle here or there, and see how it works out. All right, so a couple of things. Let's start with the goalies. Then we'll get to Lazar's impact on the lineup and whether it's as significant as some of these numbers that Reed drummed up today. And then we'll talk about Connor McDavid, 20-point streak.
Okay.
20-game streak. So there's 3 options here between the pipes. And I'm not talking the goalies, but the options you have.
Yeah.
Okay, there's keep them all and figure out what happens when Henrique returns. Right? You could do that.
Yeah.
There's send Ingram down within the next 4 days. Doesn't have to clear waivers. Plays down there, and then you deal with it later in the year. Like if Pickard struggles in his next 4 or 5 starts,
Yep.
then maybe it's more justified to be like, okay, Picks, we're going to put you on waivers and we'll bring up
Sorry.
Ingram.
Yep.
The Grim Keeper, as he was labeled yesterday on
I
the
like
show.
that.
And then option 3 is send Pickard down, hope he clears waivers, and just roll with Jari and Ingram because they look like your 2 best goalies. Which option would you do? Which option do you think the team does?
I'll start with which option I would do. I like the idea, and Shaggy talked about it a bit on the mandate today, and Belzy as well on the postgame show last night, and I agree it's the most conservative. It's just send him down. Okay? Utilize this flexibility that you have him playing, and you know he's going to be getting called up again at some point,
Yeah.
right? It kind of keeps the peace as well with the 3 goalies. I've never experienced or heard or seen a 3-headed goalie monster that goes well and sits well with any of the 3 goalies ever. Like Ingram has proved he's a capable NHL goaltender, and he deserves more of a look. But the easy, smart, conservative play and the flexibility play is to send him down, and then let Pickard and Jari.
So that's what
run
you
with
would
it.
do.
Yeah. And then that's the other thing too is, let's say hypothetical, like that text that asked if maybe Jari tweaked something. You have him there for sure, and you're not even taking the risk of losing Calvin Pickard to waivers. It's probably not a popular route for Oilers fans because they want the 2 best goalies.
Which is understandable.
And listen, especially after that last game in Chicago, I know I had my questions about Ingram.
Yep.
And, why can't they let Pickard fight for his job, which I'd like to see, a little bit of loyalty.
Which they still might. Like, that might be it.
But it's like, after that Chicago game, I was convinced. I'm like, yeah, like Ingram's a better goalie.
Yeah.
But you have a scenario here that you have to
You can
have to
automatically
navigate it
keep all
properly.
3
Yeah.
if you get Ingram down in the next 4 days.
And then I know, you could have fans saying, well, you've got Tompkins down there, and then you've got this Unger guy who's on an unreal stretch.
And on EST afternoons
That's right.
later today.
Guys, I'm sorry. You're not thrusting an ECHL goalie who's having a nice start to his AHL career right into the NHL for anything.
Yeah, we got to just let this guy play. Like,
It doesn't really work that way unless there's unforeseen circumstances. Now, the best scenario for the Oilers would be for Jari and Ingram to be the 1-2. But they have this dilemma that they got to deal with. And I feel like the conservative route might be the best. I don't know how Ingram will handle it, if he'd be a good soldier. If he gets it, maybe he just goes down and plays his game in Bakersfield.
I think he's got to be pretty fortunate that the organization has given him this opportunity.
Yeah.
And be like, yeah, you know what? I can suck it up for a month.
He still got it.
Won't have to sit around for 2.5 weeks doing nothing during the Olympics. So I think, I'm not totally opposed to just keeping all 3 up. Like I got some time to just have all 3 guys around. Let Ingram continue to play NHL games. Everybody in the room loves Pickard. It's not like you've got a bunch of forwards or defensemen knocking on the door being like, I need to be up here too. But I almost think you have to send Ingram down in the next 4 days. And then you go with Pickard. And like this scenario where 3 weeks from now, Tristan Jari pulls his groin again.
Yeah.
And you've lost Pickard on waivers. And then you're looking at Ingram and one of these other 2 kids that we're talking about.
Yep.
And all of a sudden you've gone from a position of relatively, I'm not going to say a position of strength for the organization, but a position of, hey, we'll be okay, to a position of, oh no, we're absolutely in a heaping pile of shit right now
Can
between
we
the
sign
pipes.
James Reimer?
Like this, yeah. So to me,
Right.
what's best for the team this season and probably long term, if you like what Ingram's brought to the table so far, is get him back down, play him tomorrow, play him against the Islanders, and then send him down. And then, let's see how Pickard plays out the rest of the way. Because, I don't know. I didn't think Philp would get claimed. He got claimed.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure about Stetcher. And then part of me is like, why would somebody claim a guy who's been so awful this year for the most part? But I don't know. If you lose him, then you got to just hope Tristan Jarry stays 100% healthy the rest of the way.
Now, worst case scenario, I have this crazy living in fantasy land scenario here. Say you don't go conservatively with this, and say somehow Jarry is hurt and you lose Pickard on waivers and you've got Ingram and you're hoping for the best with Ingram. And you're looking for help elsewhere outside the organization. Marc-Andre Fleury and his agent have been calling around. And what I was told was the Oilers have to see how their goaltending scenario plays out to really gauge if they have any true interest. That's a far-fetched, 6 different things have to happen for us to even consider it. But I'm just like, okay, if you really shoot yourself in the foot,
you're a real sicko, hey?
I'm a real sick puppy. I don't think that's going to happen, but as soon as I said the James Reimer thing, I'm like, who's out there? I'm like, oh, yeah, Fleury's and his agent's been calling around, gauging interest from teams. I don't think it gets there.
No, but I'd put Fleury behind this team in the playoffs and feel okay about it. Not
He's
great.
Got a hell of a track record.
But just okay.
Yeah.
By the way, this Popeyes classic chicken sandwich, spicy, delicious. If you've not had, saw somebody in the chat be like, I haven't had Popeyes before, but everybody I talk to says it's the absolute best. It is the best. It's terrific. Kapanen, you're the greatest. That was a delicious sandwich. Thanks to Tommy and Hernan for getting that done.
Thanks for winning the bet.
All right, so we'll be monitoring the transaction wire here for Ingram about 4 days from now, probably.
Yeah. I did have somebody from the organization. I was having this conversation with them yesterday. They thought the best course of action was to send him down, Ingram, let him play games through the break, and said it doesn't ruffle any feathers and create friction up here. Yeah. Although I like just being around those 3 goalies and knowing them a little bit, they seem like pretty good dudes, but that doesn't always correlate to harmony.
No, I mean, when you only have so many games to go around and there's 3 bodies kicking around.
They all want to play.
Yeah. Troll texts in. What do you think about this? 780-218-9990. Let's bang out a bunch of texts. Troll texts in and says, I was option number 3 because no one's picking up Pickard off waivers, but I switched to option number 2 after hearing Noodles this morning. Send Ingram down so he can play in the AHL during the Olympic break. Call Ingram up and send Pickard down after the Olympics. Coach Mike says, if they send Ingram down, what happens to the waiver window? Like if they were to call him back up, I'm not sure.
I think he has to go through waivers now, isn't it?
Well, he can go down without waivers in the next 4 days.
But then after that...
Then after that, he would have to go through waivers.
Because he's not an emergency recall anymore, and that 10-game thing is out the door now.
So they got to get him down in the next 4 days, according to Puck PD yesterday, or he would have to go through waivers again. Like the worst thing to do here for the Oilers is to keep Ingram around for 10 days and then be like, all right, well, we're going to send him down now. And then he goes and gets claimed. You're like, why did you keep him around an extra? And you can say they wouldn't make that type of decision, but have you seen some of the decisions the organization's made in the last 10 years? They leave us questioning them a little bit.
Our heads.
Stupid Peter says, definitely send Ingram down. It's the backup role. Jarry's the starter here, and you want to keep insurance in case there is another injury. I would agree with that as well. Jordan says, so how do you run that for 3 of them then? 3 games for Jarry and then 1-1? So your number 1 plays 60% of your games? I don't know if that's the answer either if Jarry is to get hot. Either way, one of the backups sits longer if they are all up here. And this text says, Dusty, food always tastes better when you don't have to pay for it. Yeah, I guess that's kind of true.
Yeah.
That's true.
And we did, when it's made with and purchased with love.
Yeah.
It's that extra little bit on top.
And I love that you brought some back for the other boys, too.
Had to.
Such a kind thing here, right? We're all buddies.
That was Hernan's idea.
Yeah. Oh, Hernan, hey?
He's a very caring individual and co-host and teammate at this station.
Saskatoon Muncher says, what do you guys think about Struddy's idea of sending Ingram down with a new 1-year extension for next season and knowledge that he's going to be the backup in the playoffs? So you send him down, you're like, okay, but to keep you happy, we're going to sign you next year to a one-way deal. I don't even know what the money would be. probably not a ton, but maybe
I don't
more than
know.
minimum.
I don't know.
And then you say, and you're going to be back up here.
Why are you backing yourself into that corner? Just
Right, you
to
don't
make him
necessarily
happy?
need to do that, right?
Yeah.
It's professional sports.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're the guy we can get through waivers without having to put you on waiver. We can get you down.
Yep.
This is just how it has to be, right? Like that's probably. I mean, Ingram would get that. It's not like Ingram was the starter or the number 2 guy at the beginning of the year.
No.
Right? He's the guy who got called up. He's played well. You can still get him back down. You can keep Pickering and keep your organizational depth at goaltending. The more we talk about, the more that's probably the way it has to be. Unless you're just going to ride all 3 for the rest of the season. But
The Oilers are not
gonna do
well
that.
known for their asset management, as we have witnessed, as Dusty has also alluded to.
Yeah. All right, so Reed Wilkins had these numbers today. Sticking with the numbers game here for Play Alberta. It is the Oil Stream brought to you by Boston Pizza. Every day in January is Pasta Tuesday. All right. So with Curtis Lazar in the lineup, the Edmonton Oilers are 15-7-2. With Lazar out of the lineup, they are 8-9-6. So without Lazar, they've won 8 of 23 games. With Lazar, they've won 15 of 24. I really like Curtis Lazar. I think he should be in the game, in every game as your fourth line center. And he actually is one of the few guys that can actually make an impact with 8 minutes of ice time. I don't know if he's directly linked to this success
That's
or this
crazy.
lack of like it's out there. Like it's a thing.
It's a thing.
What does this mean? What does this number mean?
To me, like the success that they have when he plays, that's great. And I don't know if it's just the Curtis Lazar effect, but I would look at it more like closely and just simple is that when he plays, he provides you something as opposed to the guys who have played ahead of him and have kept him out of the lineup. When he's in there, he's not going to be the fastest guy. He's not going to be the biggest guy. He's not going to be the most skilled guy. He's going to work his ass off. He's going to finish checks. He's going to go to the net until there's a whistle. He's going to give you a great attitude. He's just a hockey player. He's not going to whine and complain.
Yeah.
And I think that has merit and it resonates. And I don't know if it directly correlates to wins. Probably not. But it doesn't hurt. He's not hurting you when he plays. The guys that have played ahead of him haven't had that same effect. Would I have played Curtis Lazar last night? Yes. Would I play him tomorrow? Yes. Are there guys that could be easily taken out instead of him? In my opinion, yes. He's going to give you everything he's got, whether it's 8 minutes a night, 11 minutes a night. You're going to be able to rely on him for the most part. He's not going to take a stupid penalty at the end of the game. He's going to work his ass off. He's probably going to be in the right position on the defensive side of the puck.
You're saying all these things about him. He's got 3 goals and 0 assists in 24 games.
Yep.
But everything you're saying about him, you're like, everybody watching or listening are probably like, exactly, Tommy.
He mucks.
Like, that's why that guy needs to be in the lineup. By the way, those 3 goals that he has in 24 games are more than Matthias Janmark and more than Trent Frederick.
Yeah, I know. That's the same that they have combined this year, don't they?
Yeah.
They have 3.
They have 3
He's got
combined.
3, yeah.
So, yeah, once again, Reed put out this tweet. Oilers record with Lazar in the lineup, 15-7-2. Without Lazar, 8-9-6. I'm just looking at some of the replies to his tweet.
Okay.
I suck at picking, visually better.
Yes.
Funny dude.
I like him.
He
He's
says
funny.
he's the only guy I noticed on the 4th line during games in a positive way.
Yeah.
Ben replies and says, can we just scratch Mangiapane and be done with it? Rob says, MVP. All kidding aside, though, he should be a regular. No excuses. Oilers fan 91 says, Knobloch doesn't know what he has. Nothing new. Can't stand Knobloch. Kelly says he's been great, better than expected. Brendan says this must be why they're hiring an analytics department. Justin says, and people say we're only the McDry show. Oil City Dynasty says, show this to Knob, please. So, yeah, that's part of the numbers game there. They win more games with Curtis Lazar in the lineup, play the guy in the 4th line for 8 minutes a night. Connor McDavid, longest point streak of his career. He's at 20 games. If he makes it all the way up to the Olympic break, it'll be 31 games with a point.
And where does that sit? Because you were going through those numbers yesterday.
We were going through. Yeah. We were just. Was somebody going through like the streaks?
The 19-game point streak was the 32nd longest of all time.
Oh, was it? Okay, that wasn't me.
Maybe it was Reed. It was Reed and Jay that were going through it. So it was neat to see those stats. Like Paul Stastny had a 19-game point streak.
Really?
Yeah, he was a pretty good player for a nice window of time. Really nice guy too. This is fantastic what he's doing.
Here's point streaks. Top 10. You got to go back to the 80s and 90s for all of them. Gretzky 51, Mario 46, Gretzky 39, Gretzky 30, Sundin 30, Yzerman 28, Gretzky 28, Lafleur 28, Mario 28, Paul Coffey 28. The most modern guy on this list, Patrick Kane 26.
Yeah.
In 15-16. Then it's Gretzky again. Then it's Trottier. Sid got to 25 back in 2011.
Mm-hmm.
Who are other active players on this list? Mitchie Marner, 23 games in 2022, 23. Mm-hmm. And then there's McDavid at 20. Pat Kane also had a 20-gamer as well in 2019.
Patrick Kane, tremendous hockey player.
Yeah. Do you think he keeps this going up to the Olympic break? Like, is there a chance he's at 31 games, which would be the fourth longest point streak in NHL history, behind only Wayne and Mario? And that's kind of the class he's in offensively. Like, it would make sense that he's up in that group.
Let's look at the schedule. Got the Islanders tomorrow.
Yeah.
Got the Canucks on Saturday.
It's just 1 point, right? Like, now he's a 2 or 3 point machine.
Yeah, Blues on Sunday, Devils Tuesday. Devils always give them fits. Pens they feast on. That's next Thursday at home. Washington could be a tough one next Saturday. Ducks are a tougher out than they were before, but they can give the Oilers some fits too. San Jose and Minnesota. It's realistic for the rest of this month, and then how many games in February before the break? Just take a quick peek here. Just the two, back-to-back, Toronto and Calgary. Very doable. Very doable. I think he can.
Yeah, the game where he doesn't have a point, I'm going to be absolutely shocked. Mm-hmm. Like, that's how good he's playing right now.
The overtime winner, you mentioned how it was started off the McDavid turnover.
Yeah.
Him being out there for so long and then trying to make that move. When I watched that replay and I was watching it during the game, I'm like, oh, he's going to try to split them.
Yeah.
Or he's going to try to make the move on two guys. That's a confidence play. That's when you're feeling it. He's doing it when he's like a minute and a half into his shift.
I don't know how long he was into the shift, but with like 8.5 minutes left, they got it to him and he was kind of coming down the center of the ice inside the blue line.
Yeah.
And he beat a guy and tried to jam it in on Saros, and Saros made the save, and that was 3-3 with 8 minutes left. And I was like,
Yep.
He was just, his confidence is an all-time level right
Has
now.
to be. And Belzy gave the Predators credit, and he said they did a good job taking away the middle from Edmonton, and McDavid included.
And McDavid, Bush, and Draisaitl just decided to drop the puck back and forth on the perimeter.
And couldn't get any
and
cracks.
The moment Connor turned that over, I don't know if it was, but I'm watching it, I'm like, it's done. Because Bush was standing still, backpedaling a little bit,
and
you knew Draisaitl, he was as straight-legged as straight leg can be, and sure enough, I mean, Dry was a foot away from making a play on that pass, but he was late getting there. And,
Connor was still on the ice. Didn't you say this morning? You're like, I can't believe McDavid's still out there. He went off frame, and then he
because he went off frame, and I thought, okay, they've been out there for a minute and 20 seconds, probably gonna switch it up. So they went McDavid, Draisaitl. And I got something good on that Gretzky streak we'll come back to. McDavid, Draisaitl, Bush, Nurse, Nuge, Hyman. And then I think they went back to Bush. I think he played the rest of the overtime because they brought out Kapanen and Roslovic briefly.
Yeah.
Then they got that whistle, and they brought back McDavid and Draisaitl with Bouchard again. So Bush, I think, played the most in overtime last night. But they'd been out there for quite some time. Hey, the odd time, like to me, let's say they've been out there for a minute and 40 seconds. You can tell a little bit gassed. Just control the puck, slide it back to Bush, and get off.
Possession.
Right. To me, the like McDavid and Draisaitl overtime possessions only ever end off a scoring chance that doesn't work or a goal in the other end.
True.
Right. They'll never. But I'm also sitting there going, well, why would McDavid and Draisaitl not have enough juice for another 15 seconds offensively to try to win this hockey game?
Yeah.
So it's a chicken and egg thing for sure. Like.
I'm laughing. There's been a lot of funny texts today. Good job, guys. Everybody's in pretty good spirits. 83 runner in the nasty chat. Bush was headed to the bench to save his plus minus.
All right, so back to this. I want to go back to this streak here just for a second. So with Gretzky's 51 game streak,
Yep.
and Mario took a good run at it. Like he got to 46, so he put a pretty good run at it. But during Gretzky's 51 game streak, he averaged 3 points per game.
Yeah.
He had 153 points in 51 games, 61 goals, 92 assists in 51 games. I was curious. I saw the 153 points in a 51 game point streak. If you just took the point streak alone and put it into all-time seasons in the National Hockey League. So if we just took his 153 points that he got in 51 games, it would be tied for the 15th best season in NHL history. And Wayne did it in 51 games.
It's nuts, man.
His 53 would match Connor McDavid's 153, which he did in 82 games in 22-23. The only players to have a better season than Gretzky's 51 game point streak. Mario Lemieux did it 3 times.
Yep.
Wayne himself did it 7 times or 8 times.
Nuts, man.
And Steve Yzerman one year had 155 points. So Yzerman, Gretzky, and Mario are the only 3 guys who had more points in a season than Wayne did in 51 games that year.
It's insane when you think
That's
of what
nuts.
he did. And
absolutely nuts.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but that 51 game streak, they only started it from in that season. Didn't he have a crazy streak? He had a crazy streak to end the season prior where he had a whole bunch of points.
That streak started on, actually, I'd like to see it. Yeah, so that streak started October 5th, 1983.
Yeah.
So if we were to go back to the final games, can we bring up a Wayne Gretzky game log?
The NHL must have
for
it,
the
don't they?
1982-83 season. I wonder if Gretzky probably is he maybe one of those streaks is on here.
I'm looking right now. They got game logs.
Yeah, the 82. I'd like to see how what was his streak like at the end of the regular season
Of 82-83?
of 82-83.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He had a 9-game point streak then.
So from regular season ending to the next one, it was the 60-game regular season point streak.
Yeah.
It was still pretty impressive.
He had 1 game against the Rangers with no points. And then prior to that, he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 game point streak. No points against Calgary, January 29th. It's insane, dude. Oh my goodness. So he had 1, 2, 3, 4 games that season without a point.
I think in addition to all the other streaks that he's also had 4 18-game point streaks.
Wow. Yeah.
That is, I mean, it's ridiculous is what it is. But
He started the year with points up until from October 5th to December 9th. The LA kept him off the board for the first time that season. And then about 6-7 games later, Winnipeg kept him off the board. And he went on a nice tear. Then Calgary. Then a huge tear. That's that 18-game. Then the Rangers. And then he went on a 9-game point streak to end the season. 4 games out of 8. What were they playing? 80 back then? He didn't have a point.
Yeah, was it? It would have been 80?
Yeah. 1982-83 was an 80-game
it was
season.
80. I was wondering if it might be 78.
They jumped up to 82 games.
With expansion, didn't they? Was that early?
Yeah.
I think they did that with expansion.
And they had a couple years, there was neutral site games in the early 90s, and they had 84-game seasons. Then they brought it back down to 82.
Can you imagine during the point streak what the odds would have been like on a 1980s Play Alberta site for Wayne to go over 2.5 points? It would have been a minus number for Wayne to go over 2.5 points.
Yeah. That game log is
which
insane.
is insane. It's also my number one dream in life to get the time machine and full-blown Gray's Almanac myself a fortune.
I was thinking about that the other day.
That would be so good.
Like, how would you do this? Because I was like, I would bet on championships at the start of each season.
Yeah.
And then to like throw the scent off, I would get a couple things wrong. And then
during the season and stuff. Yeah.
And then every day I would bet. I'd put a little sprinkle. I want to make about $1,000 a day.
Okay, how successful do you think? Like, let's say you went back and all you had was your memory. I was like, there was no book that you can look in.
Yeah.
So you just go back and it's just your memory. So you just got to bet off things that you remember. Like, we know enough.
I'd win the Stanley Cup every year.
Every year.
I'd win that bet.
You'd win a bunch of
MLB,
Super Bowl bets,
Super Bowls.
NBA bets.
Yeah.
I mean, you wouldn't need an almanac to go back and make $1 billion a month in sports betting.
PGA stuff, like majors.
Yeah, that'd be
amazing.
That'd be so phenomenal.
Let's get smart.
Yeah.
And learn how to build a time machine.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to have to happen at some point.
Yeah, wormholes and all that.
Yeah, it's the whole bending
Physics.
of time. I mean, I watch a lot of shows. There's a bunch of different ways you can create it.
Yeah.
I think Quantum Leap is probably the most reasonable one. It's like
Great show.
Take the two ends and then loop it around and then ball it up and you can jump to any point.
That's all you have to do.
It can't be that difficult.
No.
I don't think.
No.
But would that be fun?
That's
All
how
right.
I would do it, though. I'd put a big bet at the start of the year.
Yeah, just on the futures, right?
Yep.
And what you try to do is hit the ones where teams kind of came out of nowhere
The best
and
ones.
won it. Like those ones. Those are the
St.
ones that you
Louis
want.
in 2019.
Yeah, I'd bet on the Minnesota North Stars to make the Stanley Cup final.
Yeah.
In 91?
1991.
91, because the Hawks were there in 92.
That's
with the
right.
Penguins, right?
They beat the Oilers in 91 92.
Yeah, in the conference final.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that would be fun. We can all dream.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we've got EST afternoons coming up. A couple of things, Coob. Pretty good start to that Kapanen song, buddy.
Yeah.
I like that.
The system that I used wasn't that great. That's why
Sounds like it has a problem reading some words, but I thought the start was really nice.
Yeah. Well,
nice.
I mean, it's factual. So, but I mean, we all ended up getting Popeyes. It's a Popeyes miracle.
How was that nugget that you had?
It was very good.
There's still some here for you.
well,
You want another one?
Any of them with a bite in them?
Nope.
No. Okay. Good.
Did you eat the one that I had to bite it?
I did not.
Oh,
No.
wow.
Look
I
at that
immediately
face.
Washed my hand.
Look at that face. I think you did eat it.
No, I wouldn't.
I'm going to go look through the garbage right now.
Okay.
If it's not there, that means that you ate it.
Yeah. Okay.
You ate my
can
half
dump it
nug.
out.
You ate my half nug.
I didn't.
I think you did.
I think you did too.
You really didn't bury the lead on that first line, huh?
No, I
Started with a bang. Here, bring it up. Bring it up. Play it. I'll play it one more time. Let's. This is Coob's AI song about the Popeyes bet.
Hernan and Tommy were wrong.
I know. I put certain
Cappy
lyrics.
clearly belong.
That's just a nice little jingle right there. Just that two lines. It's
Well,
good.
If you think so. If
Yeah.
you think so.
Oh,
I mean,
that
I
was
gave
good.
it some lyrics and it didn't really mix them up. So that's what it led
Yeah.
off with. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Good
It was
work,
fun.
man.
It was
Good
a
work.
decent song.
What's coming up on EST afternoons?
Yeah, well, you guys are talking about time machines and stuff. We're not going backwards. We're looking to possibly the future.
Oh.
Connor Unger.
Oh, I thought you were
is
going to
be
tease Zach
joining.
to the future.
No, that's on Friday. That's a great
sorry.
segment as
My
well.
bad,
But Connor Unger, he's on Fuego.
Good
with
guess.
the Condors, 5-0 record, amazing save percentage, just stopping pucks left, right, and center. He'll be checking in at 2:20 here on EST Afternoons with Walking Gage, Hernan Salas. We also got highlights, lowlights as I dive into the game from yesterday. What cost the Oilers? Was it Jari's play in overtime or Draisaitl being out too long? They'll go over it all, the good and the bad. And we also got Hernan's World for the Garrison Memorial Golf and Curling Club.
All right, so there's lots coming up on EST afternoons. That'll lead into the Reed Wilkins Show from 3 until 6. I'll be back tomorrow morning on the Nielsen Show. That's going to be, hey, thanks for the Popeyes.
You're welcome. Good
It
bet.
was absolutely delicious. For Tom Gazzola, I am Dustin. Hey, there he is, Joaquin Gage in the house.
Hey.
We knew it. Look at him, tip-top shape. Gager will be in with Hernan. Lots to break down on EST afternoon. Stick around for that. Oil Stream brought to you by Boston Pizza. Take it easy.
How you feeling?